Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name's Betsy and we're back out in the trailer today. It's a cold, rainy, foggy, drizzly, chilly day here in Pennsylvania. It is today the 6th, March the 6th. It's Saturday and I'm out in the trailer. I'm gonna do some more work and go through some more garbage bags out here. I gotta get things kind of squared away and packed and sorted. I need the room back out here in the trailer, so I'm gonna work on that today. I'm gonna show you some of the things I'm finding in the trash bags. These are probably going to be fabric. There's gonna be a mix of vintage fabrics and also dresses from probably the 40s and 50s that are probably in bad condition that they just saved for the fabric. So we're gonna look at the first bag. I pulled out a bag, let's get going. This is like the best place. Like I said, it's a rainy, drizzly day, so not a lot of sunshine, not a lot of light. So we're gonna work with what we have. So first up is this dress that came out of the bag. Really neat pattern on it. Got some really great patchwork, and it's cotton, but there is a big rip on the side of it. But you can see there's the front pocket. So it probably was a zipper, and the zipper is just completely gone on that one. But still, this is still great fabric. It's really hard to find vintage fabric, and yeah. So I'm gonna put that over here. Here is a piece of fabric. You can see there's the front pocket on it. Here's what it looks like. It was the skirt on a dress. There's the other pocket there. So that's that fabric. And you can see it was at one time a dress because it is sewn together. The panels are sewn there. So that's a nice piece of fabric, still very usable, nice piece of cotton fabric. Oh, I think I found maybe the top to it, maybe not. I think this is so there's the top section. It was never sewn together, but there's the top of what would have been the dress. So it looks like this was a sewing project that never got made. So there's the top part. Let's see if I can find the rest of the pieces. Probably sleeves here. So this was probably going to be the sleeve. Oh, nope. Probably the back or the front section of the dress. Maybe this was the sleeve. This could have been the sleeve. I bet that was the sleeve there. Another part of the dress. Probably the other side, the other sleeve for the other side. I don't see any other part of it. So I think pieces are missing, but they could be in the bottom of the trash bag. I don't know. Another piece of what looks like was a dress. Just fabric. It's actually like a rayon. So just rayon fabric there, sewed together. Sewn in a circle. So I'm guessing it was probably a skirt. Little pieces of fabric that she tied together. Can you see the fabric print? See if the camera will. There you go. So there's that. Oh, an apron, a smock top. Little apron. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like it's pretty good. This one's pretty good. Doesn't look like it has any holes in it, so just an apron thrown in that bag. Okay, this is a dress, a whole dress, everybody. Okay, I don't think there's any buttons on it. There are no buttons on the dress, but dig the pocket on the side. Cute little pocket. Let's see. There are no buttonholes. There are no buttonholes and no buttons on the dress. Is it a wrap dress? I bet it was a wrap dress. Maybe not. Okay, so here's a dress. You see the pockets. There are no buttonholes and no buttons on the dress. This is rayon. All right, so we have a little rayon dress. Shred it. Completely shred it, but there you go. Don't know what happened to, there's the one sleeve. It's got a little bit of shoulder padding there, and then this sleeve is completely shredded. And it looks like it was just a little pop-over dress. Is there any side buttons on it? Nope. It's a little rayon dress. It's seen better days. I have not been through this bag, so I don't really know what is all in here, so we're finding out together. How exciting. Okay, looks like another dress, a little striped one. It's got some sort of like a ruffle hem to it. It is got holes all over the dress. It looks at one point, I don't know. It looks at one point it had been a button down dress because you see buttonholes there. I don't know if you can, the camera's gonna pick up on it or not. But it looks like there is buttonholes, but the buttons are gone and it's all been kind of sewn shut. So I'm not quite sure what happened with that dress. Looks like we have a slip here. So a little slip. Let's see if there is, okay, there you go. Wait. Vanity Fair. Vanity Fair slip. Okay, what is this? Some sort of little tie belt. Does it go with this, whatever this is? Yes, same fabric. Not sure what it is. Looks like there's a hem on the bottom, so I'm guessing it was the bottom of a dress. But the pattern is delightful. So great pattern. I will put that aside. And here is, it was a wrap dress because there's the other tie. Oops. Well, here's one part of the dress. There's the pattern that we are going to look at. Here comes the heater. So I don't know if you'll be able to hear me or not, but there is the other part of the fabric. Great print. I love that paisley and the colorway. It's actually got roses on it in the paisley. Yellow roses, really cute. I don't know what else is in the, well, here's, I don't know what this is. Is it a skirt? Is it a dress? I think this was a skirt at one point. Some sort of skirt. And then it has some sort of like tie. I think the zipper's gone on it. So just a little skirt. Boy, I don't know what happened to this dress. So this dress, I don't know what happened, but it was a dress at one point. It's not even worth really trying to look at it at this point. Bottom of a skirt, bottom of a dress. There's the pattern on it. You can see it. Some sort of slip. Another sort of slip. Yeah, it's just a little slip. Another slip. Yep, it's a slip. There's a tag. Let's see what the tag says. Didn't know if we were going to be able to show this tag or not. See if you go. Oh no, it's just not going to do what I want it to do. I don't know what that says. But it is a long slip with ruffles on the bottom of the slip. Actually really nice. It's like in a satin. Wow, okay. This is a bag of belts. All right, what is this? Is this something good? Be something good. Be something that's not, nope, I don't know. I don't know what it is. It looks like it was a dress at one time. Oh, it was such a cute dress. Look at that, the pockets. I don't know, maybe they're not pockets. I don't know, it's hard to tell. I don't know what's going on. It's bows though. It's bows. Oh wait, is this the top? The top fell down. Here's the top. It's teeny tiny. It's a teeny tiny top. That goes with the bottom of the dress. Here is the bottom of a dress. There's the bottom of the dress. Oh, I think I found a whole dress. Oh, yeah, no. There's something going on with it. So, this is probably a pretty good complete dress, except there's no buttons on it. She's got something pinned to it. I think she ripped the buttons out. Let's see. Oh, there's a hole. Okay, so there's problems with that dress. Oh boy. All right, so we just have fabric pieces. A bag of fabric pieces. I don't think they're anything but, okay, let me look. Okay. All right, it was a dress. You can tell by the pockets. Pockets, it was a dress at one time. Don't know what happened to it. Let's see what, you gotta really check everything because sometimes the most incredible things are rolled up in plastic bags, I have found. All right, so it looks like the bottom of a dress. And is that the top part of the dress? Nope, nope. And the bottom part of a dress. And that's all that's in that plastic bag. Oh, some more of that dress pieces from the beginning of the top of the bag. Some more pieces of that really cute fabric I liked. Some really cool fabric swatches. Some old fabric, probably 40s and maybe 30s in there. A plastic bag. See what's in it. I think it's going to be fabric pieces. Okay, so it looks like it's fabric pieces. It's just strips of fabric. So it's just strips of fabric. Looks like it might have been really fun fabric. But other than that, just strips of fabric. Everything in here in this bag is just pieces of fabric. Just strips like that. So not quite sure what that was about. Oh boy. Another plastic bag. Let's see what's in this plastic bag. Sheesh, I don't know. It's probably just going to be pieces of fabric. She saved something like an old onion bag. Yeah, we don't need that. It's already dry rot, falling apart. So I'm guessing pieces of fabric. Let's see she pinned this one together. So let's see what this is. I don't know. Is it a kid's bib? I think it's like a kid's. Oh, it was a kid's dress. It was the top part of a child's dress. It's stained. So she kept just the top part of a child's dress. She kept this little sliver of fabric. She kept this little piece of fabric. These tiny little pieces of fabric. She kept them all. Here is another bag. It is full of tiny little pieces of fabric. All types of little pieces of fabric. She has little pieces of fabric like that. And they're all pinned together so you don't lose them. She has little pieces of rayon fabric from the 40s that look like that. I just can't even imagine that you saved all these little pieces of fabric. But she did. She had little pieces of fabric like that. I mean, this is worth something. So don't for a minute think this is junk, because this is not, like, vintage fabric like this is not junk. It's absolutely worth something. She was a woman way beyond her time when she was recycling this and holding on to it, because she knew it had value and she knew she might be able to do something like that or something with it at some point in time. She did not, but I'm going to pass that on. So I'm going to do stuff with it, and other people are going to do stuff with it. And I'm going to send it back out to the universe, and people are going to enjoy what she wasn't able to enjoy in her lifetime. So I think that's pretty cool. And she saved, like, everything. She just saved everything. And she never got to use it. Another little plain white slip in that bag. Just some more little pieces of fabric. I think that a normal person would probably be like, what the hell is she thinking? Why did she save everything? Save this belt. And they wouldn't see the value in this. And I've known lots of families over the years, they just get a big dumpster and they just toss it into the dumpster. But I see the value in it. And I think if you're watching this video, you see the value in these things too. Do I understand what she was thinking, what she was going to do with it? No. Does that drive me like, oh my gosh, because it's not a little bit, it's a lot. I think what bothers me the most about when I'm finding these half dresses and dresses with is that they're not good. Like they're not perfect enough. That's what like blows my mind. I'm like, where are the dresses? Instead of going, wow, look at all the dresses I have found so far. I'm just like, oh my gosh, that could have been, that was probably a beautiful dress. And now it's not. And she saved it. So I guess I'm going to have to do something with it now. So we're going to figure out what the heck I'm going to do with all of this. I'm going to put these back in the bag for right now, because I am out of tote bags. All right, so that was a bag. Let's do another bag. I don't know. I think I might be cutting videos and pasting to make this video. I think I have to be in the mood to kind of make these videos because it takes a lot of time out. It takes a lot of time out of your day to film this and then to go back in and edit it. So I've been trying to really just do a complete run through without having to edit things. But there's some days that I'm just too rambly and I'm not making a lot of sense. And I feel like that might be what today is like. All right. I have not looked through this bag yet. Let's look and see what's in here. I'm guessing it's going to be more rolled up pieces of fabric, half dresses, full dresses with holes in it. I don't know. Yeah. So we're gonna, if I can get it open, if I can get it untied here, might take a minute. Hold on. Okay, it's untied. It's already like, all right, so here's what you got. Here's some of the things in the bag. I'm just gonna show you what's in the bag, all right? Whole pieces of fabric. In the bag is another bag. So I have this bag. Here's some more fabric pieces. I mean, she saved everything. Not only did she save it, she pinned it and tied it all together so she wouldn't lose the scraps. I just keep thinking to myself, what was she going to do? Was she going to make a quilt? These are great for quilts, maybe. I don't know. I don't quilt, so I'm not quite sure about that. I'm going to open this bag. Oh gosh, the twisty is just cracking to pieces. Oh no, paper's coming off. Can I even get it undone without ripping it? I don't want to rip the bag. Let's see. All right. All right, so in that bag is this rolled up little piece of fabric. Is it pinned? It is pinned. I'm going to unpin it and we're going to see what it looks like. Okay. Okay, so here's a sleeve. This is what bugs me. What bugs me is that I couldn't have it in good condition, and she saved it, and now I have to look at it like this, and it makes me sad. So here is a amazing shirt, and it is pinned together, and I really want to unpin it. There we go. There we go. I found the pin. We are going to unpin it. It was pinned twice. Can we cry? Can you cry with me that this amazing shirt? Oh, can I just like, I'm going to cry. I'm going to cry. Look, there is the sleeve. Look at that shirt. Look at the fabric on it. Look, there's the, okay, so there's one arm. Here is the second arm. Just gonna cry. Look at that freaking, look at that fabric. Look at that print. There's the second armhole. And here's other little pieces of what the shirt, it probably went like that. And then here's what's left of the shirt. I'm gonna cry because I want the shirt. I don't want the pieces. I want the shirt. And this makes me so sad. This was some of their clothing. And that's what, they love that shirt, that they saved it. And I love that shirt. And there's all that's it. Okay, so here's, I don't know if I want to unpin all these because I'll just be sad the whole damn time. Here we go. Okay, there you go. And then it had a belt. So it was a dress, and there's a belt that went with it. All right, let's unpin this one. All right, so here is a pin. It is pinned up, what, 2? All right. Okay, 2. 3. So there's some of the pattern that's coming out. There's that. Here's some more. It is also pinned. Ow, it's still pinned. Oh man, it's pinned like 4 or 5 different times. Okay, so it's pinned quite a significant amount there. I'm not even gonna try. It's just it's pinned some more. It's just pinned like 5, 6, 7 different times. And it's just all the same little pieces of that fabric. Here's some more of that fabric, all pinned together. Here's some of this I should show you. There's this pattern. I still can't get over this, just finding the sleeves on that pattern. I'm just gonna, I don't know. This is a slow, boring video. Woman goes through vintage fabrics pinned into balls of, it's just like this is what I'm talking, like she saved that. So she's not just saving significant, like large pieces of fabric, she's saving every little piece that was cut out of that teeny tiny. I mean, this is just, she took the fabric and she made a dress out of it, and this is what's left over, and she pins it up. All right, some of this fabric feels like it's a knit kind of jersey sort of fabric. Little purple fabric. Here's a print on that. So that's what's rolled up. This is that fabric all rolled up. Here is this fabric. Oh, this looks like this was nice. This is all pinned together. Let me see if I can kind of get a print here, a little bit of the detail of the print. This looks like this was probably a really cute little novelty print. It's got little fishies swimming in the sea. I don't know what's going on in it, little houses. And it's probably just like a dress they made, and this is like every single piece is kept right in there. Here is some more fabric that is rolled up into a ball. This is only exciting if you are into really cool vintage sewing. Anybody into vintage sewing out there? This is probably exciting for you. And if you're here to look at an exciting video, this is probably not the video for you, which is fine because it doesn't matter. I'm just doing what I want to do. I'm just gonna ramble. And there's that, what's left of that fabric. Okay. Almost at the bottom of that little bag, some of that fabric. Can you see it? Oh, this camera. Okay, there you go. Okay, the blue fabric, some knit jersey-like fabric, and some satin fabric. All right. Here's another bag, and I'm sure it's the same sort of stuff in this bag that I found in the other bag. Yeah, I don't even know if I want to really try to open it, but like part of me really needs to know. I'm gonna go and look at the rest of the bag. Here is another plastic bag full of vintage fabric scraps from the 40s and 50s. Right in there. I am just not going to open them because they're just not going to be anything really other than vintage fabric scraps. Or perhaps really cool sleeves to a shirt that I can't have. Here's another bag full of vintage 40s and 50s fabric. Here is another pinned together. Let's see, 1, 2. I can't see. God, it just sucks to get old. All right, so it's once again, it's like the leftover fabric and every little scrap that was left over from making a dress, or probably a dress, and yeah, every little piece of fabric was pinned in there. Here is another little bag of vintage fabric scraps from making dresses. And that's got a little bit of fabric scraps in there, and that is basically that bag. We're gonna keep going here in it's just never ending. Here's a plastic bag, and once again it is full of fabric from making dresses. Every amazing dye. Every little amazing piece of cool ass 1940s and 50s. There might be 30s in here for all I know. I can't tell right now. But just all of the novelty print fabric from the dresses that she would make. All right, we're going back in the bag. Here we go. Another little bag full of scrap fabric from her projects. There's that. Not even gonna try to open them. Oh. Here is a bag of belts. Yep, there you go. Some belts to some of the dresses. I'm not sure what this is. It looks like it is a skirt. Here is a wool complete skirt. Well, there's a little bit of a hole there in the waist. There's the side metal zipper, and the zipper is good. Wow, I found one complete thing in that bag. I'm pretty impressed now. Looks like more belts. I don't know that she had that many dresses, but I'm assuming that they might have come home from the dress company she worked for. And here we go. This is a little wool cape, little girl's wool cape. You can see right there for their hands to go through. Just a cute little dark blue navy wool cape. Little girls. All right, we're looking at, all right, we're just gonna go for it. This is old. Whoa, okay. All right, well, let's look at this first. Wow, okay, so that looks like a christening baby outfit. Wow, that's really old. I'm gonna maybe guess and say that was Catherine's. Catherine was born in 27, so perhaps that was Catherine from the 20s. And I'm gonna say that this looks like it's a wedding veil. I'm wondering if this is Mary's wedding veil. This is very, 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 very old and fragile. So there's elastic, so it would have went over her head. And there was a wedding picture in the house. I'm gonna have to ask and see if the wedding picture is still, he was selling a lot of things from the house and he wasn't too interested in keeping pictures, so I don't know if he sent that to auction or not. I didn't think to ask him if I could have it. If I have her wedding dress in this bag, I don't know. I think that might have been her wedding veil. Oh, wow. This seems really old also. Really, really old. This is a cute little dress. Pretty, almost like a maybe baptism, confirmation. I know they were they Russian Orthodox? I think they might have been Russian Orthodox. Mary was from Ukraine. They immigrated here and they came in through Ellis Island. I do know that. A little crinoline, another little crinoline, or a head covering of some sort, I think. I'm not really sure. Another little white dress, little children's baby's dress. Right, I don't know what's in here. Something that looks like, Okay, so this was petticoat for under the dress. This might be her baptism dress. Here's a little girl's slip, probably for the dress. And here is the dress. This looks like a first communion, baptism. Not a baptism, it's too big. I'm going to go with first communion dress. I don't know whose this was. Was it Catherine? I don't think it was Catherine's. It was probably Georgine's. So I am going to put that in another bag. More little petticoat crinoline puffiness. So that's definitely 50s. So I'm guessing that this is probably Georgine's little girl's stuff, because Georgine was born in 49. So that kind of makes sense. Maybe the head covering was No, I don't think it was Georgine's. I think it belonged to, what is in here? Okay, we're going to open this up. This looks old. Let's see what it is. Oh. Maybe that was Georgine's confirmation, but okay, this is what I'm pulling out of the bag. This looks really old. I can't even get it to come undone. I don't know if you can see what this is looking like. That is what it's looking like, and it's really, really fine. So I am not going to try to force that apart, but that looks really, really, really old. I want to see what else is in the bag. Guys. All right. I think this might have been Mary's dress. I think this was Mary's wedding dress. What do you think? Yes? I think I found... Wow, look at that. Look at the beading. I don't know if you can see. Can you see the beading on the bottom of the dress? I don't know if the camera's zooming in, but it's... Wow. 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 I'm guessing 20s on this dress. Wow, look at that. That is gorgeous. Okay. All right, so... Oh my gosh. Oh, it's really delicate, but look at the beading. Wow, wow, wow. That's got to belong to Mary's. I am going to have to ask him if I will send him a text message and ask him if he still has the picture of his grandmother and grandfather on their wedding day. And then I will be able to match that with that. And then maybe he'll give it to me. Maybe he'll give me the picture if he still has it. I'll have to ask him. Wow, that was pretty cool. That was really cool. That was really cool. I mean, think about it. She saves every little scrap of fabric. I guarantee you that's her wedding dress. It's got to be her wedding dress. Oh, this is a pretty little dress too. Look at this little dress. I think the lighting in here is really bad right now, but unfortunately, this is all we have right now. This was a fun bag after all. I don't know what this is. It is a little cape, little girl's cape. At least that's what I think it is. Yes, little girl's cape with pretty little embroidery on it. Some little petticoat thing going on. Oh my goodness. A bag. A bag. I think these are all, well, they still have the label on them. So there's a label, and there's Mary's handwriting. And I think that is 3 girdles. But I do not read Ukrainian. So, 3 girdle nut gut. Nut gut? And now I have to open it, but the rubber band is dry rotted. So, just cracked apart. Easy peasy. 3 girdles. Nut guts. 3 brand new girdles. It says it's a Gossard girdle. Gossard? Gossard. I am running out of batteries because I talk too much. The battery is dying. The bottom of the bag is just, it's going to be girdles. So the bottom of the bag is full of girdles and little kids' christening coats and outfits and little kids' bonnets and more girdles with their tags still on them. So more, lots of girdles. Lots of girdles. More girdles. And little kids stuff and girdle belts. And that's it. That's what was in those 2 bags. Lots of vintage fabric, little pieces, girdles, a really cool wedding dress from the 1920s. Okay, well, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.